Irritable bowel syndrome, or IBS, is a terrible problem that unfortunately affects up to 20% of the people right here in Acadiana. So over the next 5 minutes, I'm going to walk you through step by step everything that you need to know about how to resolve your IBS problems for good. Well, my name is Dr. Kevin Linderman of Dr. Kevin's Wellness Clinic right here in Lafayette. And over the last 23 years, I've worked with hundreds of patients with complicated digestive problems, IBS, Crohn's, UC, and I've meticulously studied all of the latest literature and research on the underlying causes so that we can develop a strategy to give patients their life back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to finally get rid of all of the pain and nausea and embarrassing gassiness and digestive upset that comes with IBS. So let's get started. The first reason that most IBS sufferers don't get their problems resolved is because they've not had the appropriate testing done. We find that the vast majority of IBS sufferers have either some sort of a hidden infection or some sort of an inflammation that was never picked up. And if you have this going on and it goes undetected, you will never be able to permanently resolve your digestive conditions because the appropriate treatment is not being rendered. And by the way, the worst way to treat this type of inflammation is through medication. The fastest and best way to treat this type of inflammation appropriately is to use the natural methods that we have here at the clinic. The second reason why most IBS sufferers don't get their problem resolved is because the testing they have had, if any, has turned out to be very inaccurate. The latest research shows that the old cultural-based way of testing the balance of your digestive tract can miss up to 70% of what's truly going on. What that means is even if they do the testing, which many times they don't, but even if they do, they're only picking up 30% of the true picture of what could be going on inside your digestive tract. The new testing that we offer now can pick up 100% of what's going on inside the digestive tract. And the third reason why many IBS sufferers don't get relief is because they have what we call a comorbidity. What that means is, in addition to their IBS, they have some other condition going on that was undetected. And that is further irritating and aggravating their gut and their IBS conditions. So until you pick up all of these comorbid conditions that are going on, you really don't have a chance at treating something as complicated as IBS and getting a permanent result. So you can see the three biggest reasons why IBS is such a big problem and people continue to suffer is number one, they've not had the appropriate testing done to check for inflammation or infection. And the second thing is the testing they did have is very inaccurate. And then the third reason is they have something else going on that no one spent the time to pick up. So if you're curious to find out if my methods might be able to help you, click the Learn More button below and one of my wonderful staff members will call you to set up a time where you can come in and sit down with me knee to knee and we can get into the details of how my methods might be able to help you. Thanks for joining me.